And welcome back to another episode of Katawa Shoujo. In the last part, the nurse sort of brought us aside, told us, yo man, exercise is fucking important, so you better go out and get exercise. And we've come across the girl that ran into us the other day. I believe her name is Emmy. Alright, so let's just jump right into it then. Ah, I see. You're on the track team then. Emmy nods enthusiastically.
Yep, I'm one of the better runners too.
And modest about it, too.
Hey, you should join up. It's good exercise, you know.
I think that much activity is probably out of the question for me. Nah, I'm not even sure that I really like running all that much. Plus, I'm just not into organized sports, you know? It's true, I've never really got that much into soccer. I mean, I've run around with my friends and all, but that was really the only reason I ever played. It wasn't for the glory to be found on the field, that's for sure. Emmy seems to understand my meaning.
I see. Not that into the whole organization thing. But now that you're here, I guess we're going to run together, huh?
What? Sure, I guess. Emmy seems pleased.
Are you going to warm up?
Real men don't warm up. Or you're an idiot. Or you're just an idiot.
Oh no, you always should warm up. Bad Hisao.
She scolds me enthusiastically, but then smiles and leans closer.
I hate warming up too.
She laughs suddenly.
Heck, I don't even have to stretch my legs.
As if to confirm her statement, she bounces up and down a couple of times, giving the passing impression of standing on a pair of springs. Her leg blades seem to be quite elastic.
Let's go!
So we both take off around the track, and I can immediately see that she wasn't lying about being good at running. Emmy moves fluidly through herself, throwing herself into the run with a sort of wild abandon. I find myself concentrating more on running properly. Hands spread, right? And something about hitting on the balls of your feet rather than the heels. I try to match my stride to Emmy's, but it's pretty difficult. Matching your stride to someone with prosthetic runner's legs. I don't think you could ever possibly have that. Because they're designed very similar to dog and cat legs. Is the idea that they have a lot more push-off than our feet. You know, that's why their knees are sort of backwards, is because they're able to leap and bound and all that type of stuff. So it must, I don't want to say it's an advantage, but at the same time, it gives the same amount of leverage, and you wouldn't be able to match pace with it without thinking about it too hard, which is what I'm doing right now. But, you know, I'm not a big runner. I usually, in the summers, I like to go out and I just sort of, jog around the neighborhood and stuff like that, just sort of keep my, my cardio up, but I'm not a big exerciser. I really should. Now that I'm older, I should definitely be thinking about my my body in a sense. I'm in the peak of my years, but even then, it's just I don't want to be fat or overweight or anything like that. But I don't want to be I'm so muscles. I don't want to be that either. I like a lean, sort of like a swimmer's body. That's what I'm going for anyway. Try to match my stride to Emmy's, but it's pretty difficult. Apparently, I'm not very good at it. Maybe Emmy could help me with that sometime. I'm not really feeling up to more than a couple of laps today, and I slow to a walk pretty quickly. Emmy keeps running and doesn't seem to notice I've stopped until she passes me a second time. She quickly skids to a halt, breathing steadily in contrast to my own somewhat gasping demeanor.
Finished already?
I hang my head ruefully. Yeah. I'm not very good shape right now. Emmy nods and then grins at me again. She seems to do a lot of smiling.
Well, the important thing is you started, right? Next time, you just have to try and hold out longer, and then longer and longer, and eventually you'll be great.
I'll keep that in mind. But I think right now I'm going to go get ready for class. Shouldn't you? Emmy shrugs unconcernedly.
Nah, I've got plenty of time.
I noticed that she's not wearing a watch. Are you sure? Another careless shrug.
Not really, but I've got to finish my routine. See you later, Sal.
Yeah, see ya. I'm not sure whether this morning's experiment was a success or a failure, but I'll admit I do feel slightly good about getting out there this morning. And like Emmy said, I just need to keep at it in order to get better, right? Practice makes perfect, or something like that. It's nice, at least, to feel that I've taken some semblance of control over my own health. I'll have to try to keep this up. I head back to the dorm to wash and change into my uniform, trying to resist the urge to take a really long and hot shower. I'm tired from all the running, so I just want to unwind, but I don't want to break my slowly building routine of getting to school before the morning rush. After taking a long shower anyway, I dry myself off and get out of the stall to put on my clothes. Out of nowhere, a shadow appears. Within the mist, looming and radiating malicious intent, it bursts through the fog.
Sup?
Oh my god, what a well-placed leaf. Jesus. That is not what I needed. Man, I did not need that. What are you doing here? What the hell? You scared me. What's your problem?
I should be asking you that. I've been looking for you all over this place, man.
What do you mean, all over the place? I want to ask if he's been looking for me, like, stark naked, but hold my tongue. I finally realize I'm still naked too, and quickly hold up my shirt in front of me, but Kenji doesn't seem to notice a thing. His glasses are fogged up, but then why doesn't he wipe them off? Is his vision so bad it's like he perpetually seeing through fog?
You know, your room, and, yeah, that's it. Hey, I mean, I still had to get up, though. Whatever, it's not important. Can I borrow some money?
He puts on an innocent face and looks away, trying very hard to look very casual. It doesn't work. He is as transparent as a window pane-sized glass. It's just like this idea that he's naked in the fucking bath stalls, and he's like leaning up against it going like, hey man, can I have some money? And he's just fucking naked. Jesus. Talking neutrally like this, wearing nothing, feels awkward. Actually, somehow it's even more awkward to be naked in front of someone when they can't see me being naked, to say nothing of the fact that he's naked as well. I try to brush the feeling off with little success. Money? Sure.
Awesome.
Wait, what do you need it? Why do you need it?
Can't you just give it to me because I had the goodwill not to run through your pockets while you were in the shower?
Motherfucker! God damn it. Oh, Jesus. I could
have, but I exercised restraint. And in the end, isn't it the thought that counts? Come on, be a pal.
This makes no sense. If it's the thought that counts, I should withhold payments, since his thoughts were so clearly impure, and his intentions are probably even more sinister since he can't tell me what they are. I say as much to him.
I'm offended, man. But if that is your game, then fine. I guess I have no choice. I want to order a pizza, and I already have most of the cost of the pizza. I need your help for the rest.
I get some of that pizza too, right?
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I would give you some, but you have class. You don't have time to eat pizza.
Did he really just pull the logic card on that one? It's not like you couldn't put it aside for me, though. What about you?
I'm not going to class. I have to wait for the pizza and pay the guy, and then eat it. It's not easy. You have to obtain the pizza stealthily. If you don't, everyone will see you, and the pizza, they'll ask for a slice. It's a hard world out there. Everyone wants a piece. Then you're left pizzaless in an unforgiving world. It's happened before. That's how I know. Every day, I plan my revenge. So that's when the people who wrong me or order a pizza, I will be there, ever vigilant.
Kenji strikes a dramatic pose, completely without irony.
But yeah, I only need like 400 yen. Please. You're my only hope. I can't go outside and buy my own pizza. It's too far. I try not to go out unless it's absolutely necessary. Let me tell you what happened the last time I went out without carefully planning it out in advance. I was outside. I can't remember what I was doing. Something? Standing? Maybe. Wondering how I got there. And then, out of nowhere, it happened. Like a flash of lightning, splitting the sky like how you split a sandwich in 2 equal pieces to make for a more manageable to hold and eat. A bird crapped on my head. It was the second most shocking moment of my life.
What was the first? He ignores me and keeps going. I want to grab him and shake him. Is he trying to keep momentum? I'll go with that, even if it's more likely he's just didn't hear me.
It was like in the opening of some kind of anime show. You know how there's always a part where the main dude is fighting his rival, and they fly at each other and clash swords, and they're like big dramatic color auras and zoom? It was like that, but with poo.
Okay.
So yeah, I need some money. Please, don't leave me hanging, man. I don't need like 1,000 yen.
I thought it was 400.
Okay.
What?
I'll pay you back, I swear.
You better. That's what it means to borrow stuff.
I don't know when I'll be able to pay you back.
You have 1 week.
Ow.
Kenji winces and makes a noise like a dying cow. Oh, I'm glad I got that one right. And particularly disturbing fact given that his baton is conducting freely. You're not
supposed to be so tight-assed about money between brothers in arms, man. Men have it bad enough as it is. Did you know that the male porn stars only make half of what female porn stars make?
That doesn't mean anything unless you're a porn star.
So maybe I am a porn star. On the side, struggling to make ends meet as I fight the feminist agenda. And you can't even spot me, you caught me your crumbs, you bastard.
Jesus. I have to admit, I was not expecting this episode to be in a bathroom, naked, talking about porn stars and the feminist agenda. That is not how I thought the beginning of this episode would go.
Nobody understands. Nobody.
Wouldn't feminists be against pornography in the first place? This is feminist agenda stuff again.
This stuff is important. I can see that you don't give a shit, but this is serious here. Feminists are a dangerous enemy. Make no mistake. You take them lightly, and you'll wake up in the morning with a knife in your back. Bam! Out of nowhere.
How do you wake up in the morning if someone stabbed you in your sleep?
Women are terrible at stabbing things.
Oh my god. I thought you just said, don't take them lightly.
Well, I mean, don't take them lightly for the big things. Eventually, they're not a threat. Individually, they're not a threat. But if there are some kind of war, like a big war, where men on one side and the feminist forces on the other side, it'd be pretty ugly. And that day will come, when the feminists come out of their central top-secret worldwide feminist headquarters and say, "It's on now, motherfuckers!"
Oh my god. At least the music's fitting. Music is very fitting. You're being ridiculous. There's no big worldwide feminist headquarters building. Where would they even hide that? I mean, it'd have to be massive. You couldn't hide that on Earth. Someone would notice a big fortress with women only in it.
Who said it was on Earth?
I turn away from Kenji and start practicing frowny faces in a mirror so I can figure out what kind of frown will best express my emotion. He can't see me from this distance anyway. Which, unfortunately, means that he just keeps on ranting without without any regard of sense and sensibility.
Yeah, there is a war going on. A war not many people know about. but it's a great one that will one day boil over and encompass all of the known world. Then we will have to pick sides. We'll have to make a stand. In fact, it's happening right now. Imagine the bloody battlefield, a vicious conflict without end. I almost gave up when I thought this cause was silly, when I grew tired of the bleakest of our fight, when I mistook the time the power went out for a feminist raid and thought the end was near. But then I realized that if I gave up, it would all be over, and I was like, whoa. And I knew I'd get serious, because I'm the last sane man in an insane world. It's about duty.
Must be a pretty crappy movement if it all hinges on one naked guy ranting in a bathroom at another naked guy.
So, can I have the money?
Oh my god. He's blocking the way out. It's getting cold because I'm still naked and I want to go to class, so I agree to spot him the money.
Awesome, thanks dude. We should go bowling later.
Bowling?
Yeah, it's the ultimate sport. There are almost no women bowlers either, making it also the manliest sport.
Oh my god.
Should I wear my pink bowling shirt with the matching shoes of pastel green with floral accents?
That is an image. I really hope he has that in this game. I really hope we see him in that. There are bowling clothes?
Maybe.
Anyway, you had better pay me back.
I can pay you back in stuff, right?
I don't have time to ask him to elaborate on what that means. I don't know. I have to get to class. You're kind of in the way.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't want to hold you up. I have some stuff to do myself. The time has come.
The time for what?
I just like saying that. Okay, now's the time has really come.
For what?
I have to use the bathroom. Get out of it.
I was just going to. And what does that mean? It's a big bathroom.
So, I have to be alone or I can't go. The pressure.
Okay, what if someone else comes in?
I'll think of something.
I give him my practiced frown, and it looks kind of silly reflecting in his glasses. He either doesn't notice or doesn't see. Anyway, I get dressed and run back to my room, feeling as though an eternity has passed since I woke up. That felt like an eternity. Holy Jesus. That is time I will never get back. I'll get him for this somehow. But right now, I have to get to class. I'm the first person in class today, although I think I'm a little too early. Then again, sitting alone here for 20 minutes sure beats having to suffer that time with Kenji. The combination of fatigue, frustration, and boredom starts making me feel very tired. I black out for a second, waking up with my head hits the surface of my desk. Rubbing my forehead, I realize that... excuse me. I realize this is a good reason as any to stay up for now and stop coming to class so early later. Eventually, I hear a tapping noise outside the hallway, and Lily's tall figure appears in the doorway. She's not in this class, so she must have some other business. Maybe she's looking for Hanako? Lily stops at the door, looking hesitant, as if she was a vampire who can't come in unless invited. I consider doing so because she looks rather lonesome standing there. She steps in on her own accord, though, after straightening her skirt and shirt collar, as if it was of importance to look prim when entering our classroom. "Excuse me?" She calls into the quiet classroom with a probing, delicate voice. I realize the silence must unnerve her because of her blindness, so I break it. "Good morning, Lily." "Esau? Good morning. I didn't hear you come in." I wonder if she was thinking it's suspicious. I didn't say anything to her before. It's likely, if I were to tell too big a lie now, it would sink in. Well, I was already here, just asleep until now. "Oh, have you seen Hanako today, by any chance?" "No, she seems to have come in only just before the bell rings, or after that. Do you want me to tell her something for you?" "No, it's fine. It's strange. I have to think we're the only two people in the school right now. I didn't hear anyone else on my way here." I should have gotten up so early today, I guess. "You're chastising yourself for doing something that other people should. Punctuality is a good thing. I think so, anyway." It's a very busy morning today. The festival is coming up soon, and today is the deadline for the event registration, budget reports, and any other official paperwork. It could be that everyone is trying to complete the necessary forms at the last minute. Maybe that is why it's so quiet today.
Hi!
Oh, Jesus. Misha pops into the room with Shizure, as if on cue, shouting with a loudness that makes Lily visibly flinch. Jesus. So, this is gonna be fun, but we'll investigate this altercation tomorrow. So take care, stay frosty,